All right, we're talking about agape love. It's the highest form of love. It comes from God. It's a love that has compassion. It's a love that is kind. It's a love that gives without expecting anything in return. Years ago, I was a car salesman and I was about to leave. I was going to another job. So I was on my last day as a car salesman. And there was a young gentleman with us that was struggling. He was also a car salesman, and he had made it known that he was hurting and that he and his wife were struggling financially, so much so they were having a hard time buying groceries and gas. And he said, he made the comment, if I don't get a sale soon, he said, I don't know what I'm going to do. He was new and he was having a hard time making a living doing this. And so my manager had reminded me that it was my turn for the next people coming in. And then my manager made an announcement shortly after that. And he said, whoever sells the next car will get $1,000 bonus on their next check. And so I was up. And when you've been doing this business for a while, you can tell right away by body language and other factors if the people are going to buy or if they're there to shop. You can just tell, within seconds. And when this family came up, I knew they were here to buy. And so I went and grabbed the young man. And the salesman, I put him in front of them and I introduced them and gave them a proper introduction. And I told the family, I said, this is one of our best salesmen. And I said, go with him and he'll treat you right. And I'm sure, you'll find what you need. And so there they went. And I left. I went home and I knew I would never see him again because I was starting a new job that Monday. And a few hours later that night, I got a call from one of the other salesmen. And he said, why did you do that? He said, and I said, what? And he said, he sold that car. I said, great. He said, he got your commission and your $1,000 bonus. I said, great. He said, why did you do that? And I explained to him, I said, because I'm a Christian. And I said, and that was the right thing to do. And, and I explained agape love to this guy on the phone. And he said back to me, he said, in all my years of doing this, he said, I've never seen someone do that. And I told him, I said, don't give me the credit, man. I said, give credit to God. I said, I never knew what agape love was until I met Jesus. Until we meet again, my friend, go and do the next right thing.